Hello, and I forgot how to unmute things.
Yes.
I was like, what buttons am I pushing? Not in
Sweet.
stream. Okay.
Fantastic.
Welcome to Fate of Ukodor, where everything's random. Here on the Fable 42, where we build community through friendship, gaming, and of course, chaos. We've already started with chaos.
We live in the chaos.
We're on episode
Chaos.
14.
It's only been 14 episodes. That's wild to me.
Guys, I somehow
mean-
typed howdy backwards in the chat.
Yeah, it
Like,
does that every once in a while.
Accidentally.
There's like a key option.
Is that was? Okay.
If you do it and it starts writing backwards.
Yib whoa.
That's weird.
Yeah, whoa.
I've never seen that
Yeah,
before.
whoop.
Sorry. Totally focused. Let's go.
As you can tell, we are missing a few people. Nope, there. And then
Right?
there.
Down. Yeah.
There, like that. Am I pointing? Hands are hard. We're missing Nisea and Flint. But they shall return one of these days.
Post taste.
In the meantime, you have us.
And aren't we enough?
Yes.
And Elamdare. Elamdare's here too.
Yep,
Let's not
Ellendare's
forget.
And we
Let's
won't
not
forget him
down there.
We should not forget.
all the way down.
All the way down. But before we get into us, we will talk about some sponsors. And before we talk about sponsors, we're going to talk about YouTube. YouTube is a thing, and if you like to watch all these episodes, because you might miss us, huh? You see what I'm doing there?
I
Or
knew.
you just want to watch us again. I feel like this is the same. Anyways, you can go
If you
to...
miss us, and if you miss us, it's perfect for
Yeah.
every situation.
Exactly. What's the second, third miss? I don't know. I feel like... Anyways. YouTube is a thing. So go to Fable 42 right now. Well, not right now. I mean, whenever. And look up all the past episodes, all 13 of them, on... Well, 13 plus 2 prequel ones, so, like, it's bonus. And you will get to see our lovely faces on most of them, mine on all of them, if you consider this lovely of things.
If you view this as acceptable, good.
We're starting out strong.
Strong,
Guys,
confident.
I'm very confident in my role.
Nice. Well, if
What's that
that's
like?
the case, since Kate's not here,
Yeah,
Colin, would you like
I'm
to
gonna
take-
do it.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Special thanks to our first sponsor, Critical Dice, good friend of ours. Yeah, he's around. Go ahead and enter !critical in the Twitch chat to enter in the first giveaway of the night. But guess what? There's another one, because after break, we're gonna do it all again. So !critical, and please note our giveaways are for the US and Canada only, excluding Quebec, because hey, Quebec be frontin'. Help support
Yes.
the channel by clicking the link below for 20% off non-subscription items.
I need to meet somebody from Quebec just so I know what their life's like. Like, are
Mhm.
they like always
Sad?
You
They're
can't be
just
on
always
Twitch
down.
getting giveaways because we're gonna know. Just Quebec.
Fortune
though,
doesn't favor us.
out of all of Canada, just Quebec. Anyways,
Mhm.
sorry, Jacob.
So, our next sponsor is Nine Realms Gaming. They make all their products out of natural wood. They hand make all their products out of
Did you
natural wood.
freeze? What
No,
happened?
what?
I'll be honest, I was like, I wanted to say hand make, and I was like, wait, is that in the read? And so I had to look. They hand make all their products with natural woods and create quality, affordable gaming accessories for all. These are actually pretty affordable by my standards, and I'm a broke boy. But you should absolutely check them out. And believe it or not, there is a code you can use. So if you use code Fabled42, you can get 10% off your next purchase over at ninerealmsgaming.com. Again, that is ninerealmsgaming.com. Volley it back.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, back to me. Guys, 3D printed things that you may see on this show, but haven't yet. but they're from Griffin Co. Griffin Co. Griffin Co.
There it is.
Yeah, and there's a code for them as well, Fable42, where you can get 22% off of your purchase. I saw just on Instagrams this week that they have a dwarf set. It's like an entire set of really cool looking dwarves. So I might buy that one soon.
Biased.
I mean, it's a sponsor. I hope he's biased.
No, I meant for the dwarves.
Oh no, that makes way more sense. I see where you're coming from.
Dwarves are like, they're comical, you know. Like, it's not just like half orcs. They don't just look strong and menacing like some.
I'll be
dwarves
honest
are
with you.
Like,
I don't
think
look at
the barrel. The barrel dwarf, I think, is one of theirs. Where it's like he's in a beer barrel, his armor, just got axes.
I've never looked at Brolin and been like, he's comical. I've never once done that. I've been like, he's a man that likes to think.
I mean,
but you know, he could use comedy to deflect certain things.
Well, he hasn't done that with me.
Yeah,
my entire life is using comedy to deflect.
And that's my fault.
Relationship is a two-way street, Colin.
Yeah. I feel like there's been like some backed up parked cars on that two-way street.
Ooh,
Maybe.
like when people park and like take up half the street.
Yes.
But they're just like trying to say that, oh, we're actually parking, but it's not enough room for them. Yeah.
Yeah. So then, like, when you're driving up and somebody else is driving up, somebody's got to
Someone has
stop
to
and
make a
let the other
choice.
person. Yeah. No, I have one of those in my neighborhood, and it's just like, I'm always the person that's just like, I'll stop. You go ahead and come through.
No, you gotta put your foot down.
Sometimes I do, and it gets scary because the other person doesn't stop.
They'll stop.
They keep going. It gets close. And I'm just like, I can't play this game. I can't live my life playing this game.
It's different where I live. I live in small town California, and it's like, no, people will sit there and wave people through a stop sign for a good 30 seconds. I'm just like, as soon as someone waves, I'm like, cool, got it, going.
See, I live in small town Indiana, where people are either super chill or super aggressive, and they have no reason to be aggressive.
No, they don't. I have to turn a switch off as soon as I get off the freeway.
Anyways,
I was gonna see.
all right, our last sponsor for the night is Underground Oracle, and I'm going to talk to you about a cool new package of spells that Underground Oracle has released called Fool's Fancy, spells for tricksters and mischief makers. So I'll give you the little rundown. Across the continent and throughout the realms, there are a variety of influential and powerful beings devoted to the domains of whimsy, trickery, and mischief. From deities who spend countless eons pranking their fellow gods to otherworldly patrons injecting their own brand of monkey shines into the lives of hapless mortals. These powerful entities have inspired a plethora of festivals and holidays created to celebrate or ward away their particular sense of humor. But whether through direct intervention or simply acting as muses to the magically inclined, the most powerful impact that these eternal jokesters have had by far is on the spell books of fun-loving casters. So you get if you get this, it's like $199. If you get this, you get the cantrip Fetch. It's a cantrip. You get the first level spell Summon Heckler, which sounds amazing.
It does.
You get a second level spell called Fireflies. You get a third level spell called Bombardier Blast, and a fourth level smack my microphone, and a fourth level spell called Gut Busting Smite, which is basically if you want to hit a guy and you want his friends to laugh at him, you use Gut Busting Smite. That's basically how that works. But you should definitely go check them out. You should check them out on their Ko-Fi. You should check them out on Patreon. You should check them out on DriveThruRPG. You should check out their products. They're pretty affordable. They're really cool resources for DMs and players both. And it's just fun. It's fun stuff. They have different archetypes. They have magical items. They have all sorts of stuff that you can use for your games, for you and your guys. I'm running out of steam. You and your friends.
You and yours. You can say you and yours. That's one of my favorite phrases. You and yours.
All right.
Oh,
She did stop by. Look
It's
at that.
back to me.
Hey, they're both there.
Sup, nerds?
Sup, nerds.
Also, there are, I don't know if I can say it, but there's a bunch of shows coming to the Fable 42, and it's exciting. If you haven't already, please join the Discord. In the months to come, there will be a lot more things happening
Soon.
throughout.
I would say there's going to be some more information relatively soon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like a teaser picture. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So yes, join the Discord. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. I spoke about that. Follow us on all the things, and you'll be privy to all the cool things up ahead for Fable 42. But without further ado, we are going to run the trailer. We're going to come back, do a little recap, and we're going to get things started. So stick around.
Hidden away, a great power awaits. Muster your courage, it must not abate. Allies emboldened while evil retreats. With fate in your hand, the story's complete. Ukodor, a world full of mystery to explore. Monsters and danger around every turn. Soon enough you will learn. The choice is yours. Wisdom of ancients and stories untold. Whispers of riches and mountains of gold. In the face of defeat, we will make our last stand. With the power you hold in the palm of your hand. Ukodor, a world full of mystery to explore. Monsters and danger around every turn. Soon enough you will learn. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. Magic and wonder around every turn. Soon enough you will learn. The choice is yours.
Oh, I also forgot to say
Sorry.
that if you are a subscriber either through Amazon Prime, which you have to re-up it once a month, through Twitch or through Patreon, you have what's available called Luck and Inspiration. You can give those out to the players or me. But I recommend giving it out to the players because they're gonna need it, and they don't have infinite luck and inspo like Dungeon Masters do. Not that we use it. But luck and inspo to Brolin. Oh, this is gonna be the trend, isn't it? Oh, luck and inspo to Cinder. Okay.
Yay!
Okay.
We're gonna. This is gonna be a good
In-game
night.
sister,
Good night.
yay!
Oh my
Also,
goodness.
I'm gonna give my luck and inspo to Brolin.
Okay.
Oh boy! And I already gave mine to Cinder. Thank you
Yeah.
very much earlier.
Okay.
Way earlier.
We support each other out here.
I'm just gonna have
Wow.
y'all rolling a bunch of dumb shit. So here
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
No!
We're gonna use it on.
Yes,
the
y'all are
most
gonna
dumb
use it on
stuff.
the worst thing.
Oh, I will. I will. 100%.
When did you? Well, Cinder used his last one on something stupid, like before y'all even had anything, and then like he didn't have it for, I don't know, an important. Oh yeah, no, yeah, but no. Anyways, luck and inspo to me. Ah, thank you, Frisky. You're so.
Wait, that's two people that gave luck and inspo to you.
Wait, who else did? Oh,
Nordic?
Nordic. Yes. Okay, I can read. But now that we're all tied up with luck and inspo,
Everybody's got two.
do we? In the last episode, all the party members got to meet Nasea's ex bard guy, and it was kind of a unanimous consensus that most of them just didn't like him, like his face or the way he acted or talked or spoke or carried himself or anything. And on their lunch break, as he was teaching Sindare how to skip rocks.
He wasn't teaching. I already knew how to do it.
You beat up a kid at recess at lunch break that was teaching you. You beat up a teacher at
He
lunch
wasn't
break.
teaching me.
Well, their small competition ended in a fist fight, mostly on Sindare's side, as he proceeded to punch him rapidly. And to make matters worse, Sindare used his newfound corruption magic to bind the bard guy from being able to do anything, even though I don't know if I was going to actually make him do anything. I was just seeing how quick it was to push your buttons, and I already filed that away in my list of future enemies that you actually should probably, Anyways, after all that...
Short temper.
If you hit me, you're wrong.
He didn't even hit him! He didn't even hit him!
By you hitting me, you're wrong.
So, Nadir, I think that's his name,
Yes.
gave away his cart to the party members so that they can return it to Dorn where it needs to go. And reluctantly, the others, for the most part, made their way back to Dorn at the end of the night and found their way at the tavern. And they got some rooms. Most of them went to bed. Sindare met a paladin who works for Nasea. Brolin stayed up all night. Sindare got a vision that wasn't good.
Correct.
And then that's where we're going to start things. So you just come out of this vision, Sindare. You just see a bunch of things that technically haven't happened, but possibly could happen.
Okay. All right. Okay, I should get up. I should get up. Okay. And I get out of bed very quickly, put all my things on, and I go over to Nasea's door and I knock on the door.
Okay. Make a perception check.
The thing I'm good at. 13.
Nice. If you could hear someone sleeping loudly, that's what you would hear on the other side of this door.
Right. She was drinking last night. Probably shouldn't bother. I don't know where Flint's room is. And the link with Angel is gone.
I thought you established it again for like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
until the
'cause-
next long rest. And we long rested.
Did you long rest?
Did
When
I
was his
long?
vision?
Wait,
This
is the
happened
sun out?
No, it's still nighttime.
Oh God. Okay. So mental link is still there.
Mhm.
Brolin Rock Knocker. Brolin
Yes, yeah, I.
Elamdare.
Yes, and there.
Okay, we should meet up right now.
It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. What do you
I
mean?
understand. We need to meet up right now.
Do you mind coming by the shed out back? It'd be good if I could just keep working while I go through whatever this is.
Okay. Yeah. No, for sure. You can absolutely do that. Yes, Elamdare, can you go to the shed as well?
Yes, I believe I can find it.
Okay, cool. And then action, movement, action. I'm not saying things I can do on my turn. I'm just thinking those things right now. Okay, all right. I go, I go, I go to, I go to, I go to the shed.
You walk in and you can see somehow Brolin has managed to just fill this shed with tools and parts. You see his shield is on the main table. It is open and it looks like he's been doing some serious work on it. You also see off to the side a weird set, like it's everything. Most of everything is very cohesive about how it's arranged. And off to the side, it seems like there's like definitely a separate area that has something else going on, just like blacksmithing. None of the other stuff is like a smithing or like a fire-based thing, but on the side he's got a little bit of like a small forge and like a way to pour metal and maybe even like chisel out metal and sculpt metals, smithing in that way. And as you open the door, he doesn't really look back. But he says, all right, hey, come on in.
You've made yourself at home here.
Well, yeah, we were on the road for a couple days, and I mean, we met you guys, and you guys talk about a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff goes in here, and a lot of stuff starts spinning. And so now that I was able to spread out, I kind of had a lot I needed to work out in my head.
Okay, all right. So, do you think your brain could take any more things to kind of sift through, or should this wait?
Well, no, I can. I'm just gonna tinker. I'll tell. Like I'm gonna. He kind of puts down. He stops working on his shield and kind of goes over. He takes this tube that he's like got this chisel and he's kind of like trying to smooth out some like kind of notch on this tube. But he kind of nods at you, showing that he's got his attention.
Okay, is Elmdare here?
Yeah, Elamdare arrives shortly after. He has his hair pulled back in like a makeshift man bun. But he's just wearing like his sleeping attire.
Meanwhile, I'm in full armor. Okay. All right. You guys are here. Nasea's asleep. I didn't know where Flint's room was, and she didn't answer the mental call, so she's probably real passed out. So had a cool thing happen while I was sleeping.
A cool thing?
Sarcasm. Sorry. I had a vision.
Like, but in your sleep, like a dream, or were you
Yes.
awake and like, okay.
It was a dream that woke me up, basically.
Gotcha.
It was the night of the ball. Everything was like chaotic, and Brolin, you were holding back a crowd of people. Elamdare, you were bleeding out in front of me. Flint was talking to somebody I think I've seen before, but neither of you would know. Because it's not somebody from this time period. And Nasea was crouched over her mother's body.
Was her mother dead?
I don't know. I was up with Elamdare. That's how I could notice he was bleeding out. But I don't know what to make of it.
Well, I'm just it's interesting that you got. I mean, isn't it interesting that you got a vision? I mean, I understand when she got a vision, but is there something that? What can I mean? Can you think of anything that might connect you to this? Enough to receive such a omen?
I mean, I'm a pretty anxious person, so maybe it was just a bad dream. But
Did it feel like a dream?
no. if it was a very real dream. It felt like a vision, like this is going to happen type of thing. So,
but see, it's different enough, right? That Ness's, the one she had, was about maybe even further in the future. I don't even know, but yours was about the ball, right? So it seemed like it was the ball.
yes, that's what it seemed like. We were all in our fancy clothes, and there was so much blood. Sorry, but yes, that's what I saw. I figured I should tell people immediately. So there you have it. Do with the information what you will. But I think whatever this ball is, something significant, multiple significant things are going to occur. And I think we have to try our best to make sure my vision doesn't come true.
Well, there's so many players. It's not just, yes, your vision, but also about the vial of repose, capsule of repose, anything connected with that. Like, there's so many components that we're playing with here. I don't see how it's all connected.
I mean, it's all. I don't either, but there's something there.
We gotta find the missing piece. During the days leading up, we gotta figure something out. There's something we're missing. There's something that's going to tie it all together. Hopefully, I don't know, but it's just, we're missing something. There's something we don't know. And I think just thinking on it, I think places we can look are who would know Ness's mom the best? Who could we talk to that could maybe give us a little bit more insight into the situation at their home?
I mean, besides her daughter.
Well, yeah, I mean, Ness hasn't been there for a while. I mean, like, while we've been away, someone who can maybe give us some kind of something weird they saw, or
we would have to know someone that works with her, or is part of that part of the city.
Well,
yeah.
I met earlier tonight with Nisea. I met a paladin who serves the queen, but he's been on mission for a bit, so I don't know if he would know anything. But I could, because I have training tomorrow with him, or at least he'll be there. I don't know if he'll train me or what, but I could at least ask questions.
You have
Yeah,
training
I
with
think
the paladin.
Yes, yeah, yes.
I haven't known you very long, but I saw you doing a lot of cool nature spells. Let's just say I would maybe stick to that repertoire in front of a paladin. Maybe
Oh, of
not
course.
somebody. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, okay. Really, like, you kind of shoot this. There's a difference. I mean, I know magic. I do,
Well, that's good, because I don't.
You don't know that there's something a little more dark with some of the spells that you've been slinging lately?
I mean, sure, they're darker, but that's just flavor for flavor's sake. I assume.
That's not. I'm not probing further than that. I'm just saying I don't want you going in front of a paladin for training and maybe giving him the wrong idea. That's it.
Right. No, absolutely. I'll try to keep my flavor to a minimum.
That's a weird thing to say, but good. Do you need me to come with you?
No, I mean, you seem like you've clearly got something going on here. But how many days until the ball?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Roughly like 4 or 5, depending.
Okay. So here's a question, Brolin. Could you make some temporary armor for Elimdare in that time?
I mean,
Armor.
I could. What's wrong? Is Ellendare's wearing like leather armor?
He wears.
Best,
I don't have him pulled up.
What? He's the third character in this episode.
Elendare wears
Da, 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 da.
probably like better armor than.
Probably.
Probably. Well,
Not Brolin, obviously.
yeah.
He's not trying to be. He wears scale mail, like mithril scale mail, so he doesn't get that disadvantage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's no. That is not my expertise. I could do it, and he shows you like this metal rod he's been working on. This is like blacksmithing. It's very functional looking, but rough. It looks like it'll do the job, but it's not refined. It's not a craft. It doesn't seem like I'm just doing it to make it look right. It's just not my. I feel like, one, his armor's pretty nice, and two, it'd be better. I mean, just to pay someone. I feel. Plus, I've still got to work on. I don't know. I honestly have no idea how. I'm starting from scratch on this whole containment magic item thing that we've been thinking about.
Right. You've got a lot going on project-wise. So, Elimdare, are you comfortable, like confident in your armor?
Like, do you think I'm going to get hit, is what you're saying?
I'm asking you. So, in the vision, Elimdare was like throat slit?
No, like, there was a wound in his chest.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying, if we're in a situation where somebody big comes to hit you, how confident are you that you can withstand the hit?
Relatively confident. I generally don't like to be within
Hitting
melee
range.
range of actual opponents.
Right. Then why would... But at the party, your guard would be down, so... Or at least that's what the vision would suffice. Your guard's never down, though.
Yes, it's generally never down.
I'm just trying to figure out how, in the vision, we got to that situation.
Well,
Because I wasn't raised to just scoff and brush off visions that come to me.
no, me neither.
Is there
I mean-
any way to go around them?
How do you mean?
Like you said,
Well,
you saw me.
in a very direct way, you could now not be at the ball. You could be. I mean, I feel like we need you at the ball, but you could be somewhere peripheral, and you would be safe. But I would say that, sometimes visions are specific because they need to be, but not because that's the message, Like perhaps the danger is the message, but the things you saw are just so you would understand the urgency, or.
Right.
So I'm just saying, having you not there doesn't protect you from the potential recourse of the image or the vision.
Right. And because in the vision, it clearly seems like 3 separate things are occurring. There's Elamdare bleeding out. That's one event. There's Nisea, the queen, on the ground. That's another event. There's a person from the future in this time period talking to Flint. That's a completely separate event. So these are 3 different events that are taking place at the same time. I don't know how we prepare for that. But we have to.
We do. Do you, with your arbiter, what's it called again?
Arbiter?
Arbiter.
The guardian.
With these anomalies and all that, the dangers of them, doesn't that seem like that could potentially be 3 anomalies in a very small proximity?
Maybe, but we don't. An anomaly would mean that it's not supposed to happen, right? I don't know the official history. So I don't know if the queen's supposed to fall. I don't know if Elamdare's supposed to die.
To be fair, if you are at this ball at this time, you are an anomaly, right?
And Elamdare would be an anomaly because...
And Flint. And whoever this is from the future. And the vial of repose, potentially. How strong it is, right? Like, what are we just creating a spark plug? That's not even a term he would know. Are we just creating
a catalyst?
A bonfire? Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about. So maybe the safest and not safest option would be just spread all these things away from each other. But that doesn't seem safe. Because
it doesn't.
We're safest and strongest together, I would think.
Say these 3 things happen regardless of where we're at when they happen. Was there anything that seemed like we could prevent it, or?
Not from what I saw. I mean, it looked like what I was seeing was an aftermath. So these 3 events collided together, something happened, and then what I saw is what happens after. If that makes sense.
Makes sense.
I mean, I could just go back to bed and pray for some guidance. That's an I'll probably do that anyways, actually, but I don't know what to do, but I know I can't do it alone.
We do got some time. I feel like we managed to get a lot done in a very short amount of time so far. So I feel like let's get a plan. I think we'll maybe have a little bit better idea where to go next after your talk with Mr. Knight, Paladin guy. But I don't know. I'm starting to feel that the one thing that we might be able to control is Nasea's ability to slay her mother. So
Right.
just think about that. Maybe there's an option or a control that says no matter what goes down, whatever combination of events, at least we can focus on that. Making sure that goes the way we want it to go.
Right. Right. Yeah. Okay. Easily done. No, not really. But I don't know. I don't know where to go from here. Besides talk to Derek and see if he has anything to share. But I hope it doesn't come to the point where he's like, "Oh, why are you asking all these questions about the queen?" And then I get arrested. That'd be unfortunate.
No. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be unfortunate. I just keep it, relative. Say it's for safety. Say Ness is worried about it. She's worried. Just say you want to be able to comfort her.
But if Nasei is worried about it, why wouldn't she just talk about it? She's not the type of person to just hold something into herself.
Tell them that their history keeps her from going to.
They have a history?
I don't know. Do I remember if I don't know if he was the I don't think he was the knight. No, I don't think they have a history. Okay.
Kate's like, what?
Since when?
Yeah, just don't prod too much. Just say Ness is worried about her mother and see what you can. That should be enough for at least him to say, yeah, I've noticed something strange in the neighborhood.
Okay. Maybe we should ask for like an attendance list, like all the people that were invited. And
yeah, but you're gonna have to. That one you're gonna have to have a specific reason for. Like,
right.
Hey, Kate was wondering if Ness was wondering if one of her buds from school's coming to the ball. Can I check the list to see if this thing? I don't know, but you're gonna need something. I feel.
Right. That might be pushing it a little much.
Nah,
I'm just trying to get us the most information we can get without seeming suspicious.
Yeah. She seemed to trust him. I feel like you can give a little to get a little. You can say that Ness has noticed maybe her mom has been acting more irritable lately. That seems reasonable enough to say. I mean, Kate's been on there. God, Ness has been on the road for so long. Perhaps she's changed. But don't slander Nasei or anything, but give him a little. Say that she's concerned. And that, he should follow up on that.
Right. Okay. So that's step one. We can figure out the rest, I guess, after that. Okay. I will probably, because the mental link will wear off once I finish sleeping. Once I get back to sleep and finish sleeping. So I'll have to find you guys and re-up the link. That way we can stay in contact throughout the day. Because Elamdare, I know you've got some things that you want to go do. And Brolin, you're probably going to be here.
Yep.
And I'll be out training. So meet back out here like 5:55-ish.
So 2 hours and 30 minutes from now.
Yes.
Why can't we just meet up? Oh, I got it. Yeah. No, that makes
because I have to be at training
right.
at like
yeah,
6.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be up. I'll be
All right. And if Elamdare, you can't get up in time, that's fine. Just keep in contact with Brolin or track me down. Whichever you prefer.
I've already rested for the night.
Oh, so you're good to go.
Yes.
Okay. So really, I'm the only one that needs to go back to bed. All right. I will go do that.
But before you go, actually, Elamir, if you don't mind, can I talk with Cinder for a second?
Oh, yes, sure. And he walks out.
Brolin
To the tavern.
kind of like turns 2 chairs weirdly towards each other, and he takes a seat in one. He has his head kind of low, and he says, "You said you were gonna pray, try to get a few answers. Do you mind showing me what that's all about?"
What do you mean, like prayer?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
I mean,
The way I do it might be a little like against some people's religious views, but
I know. I actually know a bit about the divine magics. I can tap into them a little bit, but they're from a source I can't connect with. I can't identify. There's something, and I don't know. I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
I wouldn't think you're doing something wrong.
So I mean, yeah, I understand that your language that you speak with your God is different than other people's, and everyone does their own thing. But I'd like to maybe just hear, I'd like to, yeah. I mean, does that work if you do it like out loud with someone? I mean, I can go like try to hide or something. I don't even know. Like,
I mean, the general view about gods is that they're pretty omnipotent and omnipresent. So like they would just know that you're just like hiding in the corner. They'd be like, "What's that guy doing in the corner?" When I could just be like, "My friend Brolin here,"
I did not know that they were okay. I trust you, so
I mean, that's just some people's view,
yeah.
Everybody thinks their god is all powerful.
So, but you feel something in return? Like you said that you've actually had conversations.
Yes, I have heard the voice of my goddess in my mind.
Is that also how it is for most other people? I mean, I've read books, but I don't know.
Some people claim it, but I think it's one of those things where you have to experience it for yourself to truly believe it. Because obviously I was raised to be like, she's listening constantly, like she hears you, it's all good, don't worry. And I didn't hear her voice until I got here, where she's more powerful, I would assume, where I'm more powerful. So it also depends on how you connect with the god and how strong that connection is.
So either this entity that I'm trying to connect with is very powerful and doesn't give a shit about me, or isn't very powerful and can't connect to me, or I don't know. Is there another one?
I don't think it has to be limited to just those two options. It could be it could just be down to belief. You don't believe in the source enough to even think that it could touch you, And I think there's also a thing about making your presence known to a deity. Like, I'm here, this is what I'm up to, this is what I'm trying to do to either serve you or connect with you, recognize me. And just doing that on repeat until somebody keys in on you and is like, there's something different about you.
and you feel that you have done that.
Apparently, if any of my time in the past has told me anything, it's that I have gifts and I have people's attention. Even though I'm always fighting for it, I have the attention of the being that I'm seeking the attention of. And she's watching. Every mistake I make, everything I do wrong, everything I do right, all of my intentions, she knows. And she recognizes that.
Man. I don't know. I feel like I would hope that would provide you some amount of comfort, because I feel like it would me.
It does. It does. I think I actually kind of cried when I first heard her voice. Because it was just... I think deep down, it's just nice to be recognized and noticed. And to feel seen. I think everybody wants to feel seen to some degree. Those who lurk in the shadows are usually up to no good. So...
Okay. Why?
So you want to just sit down and...
Yeah, I mean, if that's not the weirdest thing you've ever done kind of scenario. I mean,
No, I've done far weirder.
Okay. I believe.
I mean, you've seen Flint and I interact. I've done... It's weird. So I just sit down, and so we're just like eye to eye.
No, you don't know. I mean, I kind of lower my head. I'm just kind of listening and trying to focus. Kind of focus on the ground, actually.
Okay. So I just sit down and I just... So are we praying to my God or trying to beseech your figure?
I want to hear you talk to your God, but maybe, I mean, I don't know how it works. Maybe be like, hey, maybe put in a good word for this guy with whoever he's trying to connect with. Does that? I don't know.
I mean, at least the effort would be put in, you know. At least you're trying something.
If you want to give me a reference, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So you ready?
Am I ready?
Are you ready?
I mean, no, I'm asking you. I think. Yeah, let's go.
Mind's open.
My mind's open.
Take some deep breaths. All the equations, all the puzzles, all the things with your equipment that you're trying to focus on, you have to let it fade out.
I had done a good job. I hadn't thought about it for a second, but you saying it kind of...
Well, let it fade out. Well, you gotta let it fade out, man.
Okay.
You just gotta let things pass away to where it's just you in the moment, reaching up, tugging at that thread. Okay. Well, Hillel, Mother Ukodor, whichever you prefer. It's me. It's us. I think we're both here looking for some guidance, trying to find answers, trying to seek help. And I just hope that you recognize that the effort's being put in. And you're not looking at me, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So I just hope that you recognize that the effort is being put in and we're trying to reach out, trying to make contact. And I hope that you can help Brolin find what he's looking for, give him what he's searching for, and help him understand more, because I think he's a man who's just trying to understand how things work. So, and I will do this as a show of good faith, as I cast Plant Growth. If you cast this spell using one action, choose a point within range. All normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement to move every 1 foot. So I'm just doing that.
In the shed, so the shed is just now a floor of plants.
And 100 feet around it.
Okay. What was that you or was
That was me. That was some flavor. Sorry.
Oh, well, yeah, but I mean, like, obviously it's you, but it's also her.
Yes.
Interesting. I didn't know that you should like have such presentation.
I do it as a gesture more than anything. So, did I get anything?
Make a perception check, you two.
Like me too?
Yeah.
No. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's better. 12.
7.
Okay. So Sindare, you do this. Plants and vines start to fill the walls and other areas, ceiling of this shed, and you can imagine it's probably reciprocating that outward as well. The grass around you's very floral now that it's no longer dirt, I imagine. Even though the vines are still like moving and interlacing between each other, all of Brolin's stuff is kind of like still intact in his area. There's just like vines everywhere. But Brolin, you see tiny green lights hovering behind Sindare on some of the plant fauna, like by the flowers. And they're dimming like ever so slightly. And I need you both to make a wisdom save.
I should have used a different dice. I saw it.
You have
I
luck.
said-
You have luck. You have luck and inspo.
Yeah, I'm using one of those lucks for sure. I'm putting this dice away.
I'm gonna use
That's
a luck as well.
better. I'm gonna use an inspo. D6 inspo? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone's like, oh fuck, oh fuck.
I like that much better. Wisdom. That's a dirty 20.
23.
Nice.
We didn't want anything bad to happen.
Right?
They both fail.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Darn it! And I didn't use my inspo. Dang it!
However, she will use her legendary actions to make you both succeed. And your surrounding turns to dark. And if you were to open your eyes right now, they're both glowing green from iris to pupil all the way through. Both Brolin's and yours, Sindare. And in this pool of darkness, there's a light that starts to shine down from the sky. And you both hear a voice. Little light. I have seen you tonight. I have seen you these past days. But your light is fading. Why?
She's talking to me. So I am born with evil inside of me, and it's starting to take hold inside of me, and I'm scared, and I don't know what to do. I want this venom out of my veins. I want it gone.
Is that what you believe? That you're darkness?
Yes.
And you don't see anything, but you feel this like omnipresence kind of like weight down in the area. And you know that she's there even if she's not visibly present. You were born here. You were born on this planet. And though there might be darkness in you, you were also born from me. And there is goodness in that. It will try to make you seem as if you're very small, as if nothing matters, as if you can do nothing to help those that you care about. But remember, my light is in you, and it is strong, as you are. And as she says this, that green light starts to intensify until all that darkness kind of washes out and the green is mixed with white. And there's a slight bit of gold. Remember this, little light. Remember this. And it seems like you both blink and you're back in the shed.
You mean you were talking to her? You were like talking. You were born evil. Well, let's come back to that. Hold on. Like it's all a circle. It's all a thing. But I feel like she validated you.
I would call it more of a reassurance. A reassurance that I still am and I still do have the potential for good, despite the evil inside of me.
Has she ever said that before?
No.
Wow. That's good, right?
Yeah.
Is the evil, the magic, are they the same?
This has to stay between us.
Okay.
I am kind of looking at my hands. A child born of corruption. And
No, I
ever
mean,
since that night that I tried to mess with Flint's necklace, I've had this voice in my head that has given me access to corruption magic.
yeah, but is that a cultural thing? Like, were you born left-handed and all of a sudden, oh, he's corrupted? Or is this what?
No, I think I was straight up cut from the cloth of evil, but apparently also cut from the cloth of good. So
The stories you've told of your parents aren't evil. You don't think you were born of your parents?
no, I was an anomaly, and my parents were sent to seek me out, and they decided to adopt me.
Yeah, that fills the gap. That definitely connects some dots there. Well, hey, it seems like you've got the light in you that you need to hopefully make the choice. And I feel like if you're hanging around with us, part of that choice is to do good and use the light. Thank you for sharing that experience with me. But like intensity-wise, was that normal or was that like extra or was that where?
That was more than I've ever experienced.
Wow, I haven't ever felt something so affirming as that before.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know much else what to say.
Yeah. That was a lot. Perhaps are you gonna be okay? I mean,
Yeah. I'll find my way back to bed. And you'll stay here and continue working.
yeah, I mean, if you need to, and he points, there's like a few rags in the corner. I mean, you could just lay out over there and hopefully I wouldn't keep you awake, but you can also go back to your comfy bed. It's up to you.
Is there like a weight or a presence in the shed?
No, it doesn't feel like suffocating or anything. Not
okay
until that moment, but it's subsided since.
Okay. Well, I guess I've made the space comfortable for myself with my flashiness.
I forgot.
So I guess I will just go sleep in the corner. I mean, I'll only be there for a few hours, not even. So, yeah, you work away. I recommend continuing to try what I just did, but on your own, and just kind of focus on that tether, because I can feel like a little, like a kite string leading to something.
Well, yeah, that seems like something I'm missing. So find a kite string in the air. Got it.
Yep. No metaphor about it, man.
Yep. Oh, okay. I that helps. I think I got some ideas from that. So thank you. And congratulations.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, like I said, if I had a god telling me that I was good, I would feel like that perhaps I've been doing good.
Hopefully. That's the goal, at least.
All right. Good night, Cinder.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead. You keep working.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take a break from any like loud construction stuff, and you'll appreciate this, Stacks. I'm going to finally sit down, and I have the shield like already on the table, and I'm gonna take the amulet that I bought from Garmo. Garmo? Yeah. I'm gonna put it on the spark right there on the artifact. And I'm going to ritualistically cast Identify. on the amulet, hoping that casting this spell while also reaching out to this, this source that I know I'm getting some of my magic from. I'm just reaching out, hoping that maybe combining this thought of connection with a spell, maybe.
Okay. So you're going to take the next 10 minutes to do that?
Mhm.
Sweet. And while Brolin's doing that, and Zindare's resting, we're going to take a break.
Ooh.
Exclamation critical! When we come back, we'll say who won the first round of dice giving outs ease.
Yes.
But we'll be back here shortly. Okay, bye. Welcome back. The Frisky Clicker, you have won the giveaway. Hit me up on the Discord and let me know that you...
Have y'all met before on Discord, or y'all like a connection?
Yeah, do you know him?
Do you know him?
He sounds familiar. But yeah, just hit me up and we'll get you some dice. Make sure you all enter exclamation critical again to enter for our second giveaway, which will happen at the end of this session. So, Brolin, you cast Identify on that item that was given to you by Garmo.
Episode 4? 3?
Something
3?
early on.
Yeah.
Something real early on.
So as you do that, your eyes open up to a series of patterns and you see numbers kind of like in different slots, just moving and kind of working their way into certain areas. The pattern, very complex, but it seems like something that you would be interested in trying to solve. But with that Identify, you can roll 3 d20s. And
I'm going to do them all at the same time.
oh, also,
Oh boy.
that luck and inspo that you may or may not have used on that save didn't get used, so you still have it.
Okie dokie.
Oh. Roger, Roger. Come on.
Gotta
Come on,
love
guys.
Legendary actions. They're legendary. There we go.
Oh, don't make that face.
Okay.
Like, do you want the total or like each individual?
Each individual, sorry.
I'm really hoping this is more of like a random thing than it is like a higher is better thing, but let's find out. So let's start the lowest. Why not? Let's get it out of the way. That's a 2.
Okay.
And then we got a 6.
Okay.
And then up there, perfectly average is the 10.
Nice.
Nice.
We're rolling high tonight, baby.
So none of those numbers slot into place.
What does that mean?
There does seem to be 6 combinations or 6 slots for numbers that these numbers are trying to like file their way through in this pattern. You just gotta find the right 6 numbers, and it's not any of those.
So do I roll again?
You'll be able
do I
to
guess?
Make
Tomorrow.
a series of throws every short or long rest.
That is fair.
Short rest, you could do 1. Long rest, you could do 3.
That's fair.
Now he's like, oh no, I gotta figure out which ones it is.
right?
Just keep track of the ones that it isn't.
Yeah.
And then just don't roll those.
That's why I wanted you to like be on this episode 4 or whenever you got it, because then you would already be like, well, at least 2 or 3 long rests in. So you know.
Yep.
It's fine.
2 or 3, episode 4. That tells you a lot about our game. 2 or 3 long rests.
Right.
But you know from the identify spell that after this combination's unlocked, the thing should open up.
Cool. Very cool.
Colin's like kicking himself right now. Like,
It's not. Yeah. I don't know.
It's gonna bother him.
It's gonna bother me for sure. So Brolin's frustrated, and unfortunately, he's hoping Cinder is just in a deep enough sleep that he's gonna go back to the Spark Shield, and he has completely isolated the artifact out of the shield, and is like cutting sections out of the face of the shield, kind of around where the spark was in a circular, like this one a lot more refined edge, kind of circular configuration on the outside of the arc of the spark. And at this point, he's kind of like molding layers of metal. So he's already probably like molded some. So he's just maybe he's soldering. Maybe that's not so much of a loud thing. So he's got welding or some kind of metal welding kind of configuration to join pieces of metal on this kind of interior section.
Oh, make a perception check.
17.
Nice. So the Allspark's like in front of you, right?
Yeah, it's kind of I've made like a mount for it to be out of the shield, and it is currently away from the shield. Yeah, on the table.
And it's like crystalline, right? It's got like that sheen.
Yeah, it's a metallic. Yeah, it's a metallic. It's like an alloy or something. Some weird. It's not raw ore, but it doesn't look very refined. It's raw, but it's got a weird sheen to it. Yeah.
And you said you rolled a 17.
Mm-hmm.
As you're working there diligently, as Brolin does, you see something in like the shady part of the Allspark. Not like the glossy or like the sheen from the metallic bits or anything like that, but in the darker crust of it. And at first you think your eyes are like playing tricks on you, and one luck and inspo to Brolin.
Ooh,
make sure that's not anymore. I think we're good. But then you see it again, and it's your brother. And he's moving about somewhere. It's almost like you can see another place that he's at. But as you're trying to like figure out what it all is, it kind of like fades and glosses back over to that normal Allspark sheen.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna take my gloves off. I'm gonna go over and I'm going to touch the spark. And I'm going to, out loud, but not loud, but I vocalize, but not loud, just softly, I say, Is that the sign, my brother? My vision, this now, is this you trying to reach me? Indeed. He looks over towards Cinder.
My man's just laid out, just sleeping like a saint in them rags.
He doesn't have to do this. He's an elf.
He's a half elf.
Don't have elves?
No.
Sleep trance-like?
Nope.
Just regular elves?
Yep.
My poor boy Cinder.
He likes sleeping though. It's fine.
Brolin is going to cast.
If you whip out some corruption magic right now, I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna walk out.
No.
You mean Jacob's gonna walk
he's
out?
going
'Cause
to-
Cinder is knocked the fuck.
Yeah, Jacob's gonna just get up and walk away for a bit.
He's going to cast Sanctuary on himself. But in doing so, he knows that this spell is from this divine source. So as he's casting it, he's going to close his eyes. He's going to picture, he's going to try to put himself back into his vision. But he's trying to do some fucking mind shit. And he's trying to cast the spell as he tries to immerse himself in his vision. And he's trying to have the sanctuary around him in this vision, that he is seeing his brother. He's trying to hold on to the divine protection of the spell while trying to access that memory.
Okay. Make a wisdom save again.
You're good at these. You got this.
I'm going big honker dice because my D20s
I don't know
have not been great. Luckily, I have. Okay. I'm gonna do an inspiration.
because you're inspired.
Just
right?
one.
This is an inspired idea.
That is another dirty 20.
Nice. Taking all you've learned this night and seeing what you have seen and experiencing what you've recently experienced, as you cast Sanctuary on yourself, holding this Allspark, you find yourself moving through a series of corridors down like a labyrinth of different rooms, and there's other people with you. You don't recognize any of them, and you watch as one of them fades away and another individual fades in. And then the severance is like cut, and you're back holding the Allspark in the plant overgrown shed.
That was different. Hey, Cinder. I don't know at this point exactly how much more sleep you got. But
What? Sorry? What?
I think I may have found a kite string.
Oh, you found that kite
Shoestring?
string, man? That's awesome. You just gotta tug on it, but let it guide you. You know.
Well, I don't see it right now. I think.
Hey,
But-
you can do it. You're strong. You're capable.
Did you open your eyes ever?
No.
I'm gonna let him hopefully go back to sleep for however long. Wait, You have a date. But it's probably if he has time. But I put the work away for a bit, and I am going to go cook some breakfast. Like stuff that I can cook that I would cook because I'm at a place with like a kitchen, something a little nicer, not just like dehydrated meats.
Okay, so you're going back into the tavern to like their cooking area.
You know, I don't know if I should leave Cinder in a shed asleep. That doesn't seem like the best idea. So what do I do? What do?
What does Brolin do?
What am I doing? I'm going to take out Parchment, and I'm going to generally start trying to draw out some ideas for this this new magic item, the new project.
Okay.
So just some sketching.
Okay.
Some light sketch work.
Do a Arcana or a. I don't even know what skill checks are anymore. We'll do. Arcana or intelligence check?
Arcana is good for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Arcana.
Yeah,
One of these guys is gonna have to roll good for me.
You got it.
Okay.
You have luck. You have 3 luck, right?
I'm using them. Oh my gosh! Luck again. No, I only have 1 left after this one, so yeah, that's what it is. But this one's gone. Eebity-bidoo. Gosh darn it. I really want this to go well. Yeah, inspo. It's oh my god, how do I keep doing that? That is a dirty 20. But so it was an 8 plus the 5 inspo plus 7 Arcana. So I should be good at it. That's why I want to do good at it. I'm supposed to be good at it.
So with the 30-20, it takes you probably the rest of the time before Cinder has to get up to come up with like a grounds of where to start in making an item. You're talking about the one to like contain Flint's thing.
Yes.
You do know that like many of the supplies you don't have on you, and you'll probably have to like go shopping for them or something. But you have a rough sketch of the stuff that you will need to start building, which will take at least 2 days.
For sure. I do want to make one note.
Okay.
In the initial design sketches, yes, I want it to be able to fit and contain the necklace, the amulet on Flint. I also would, if it's just a simple thing as making it a certain size, I would like for it also to be able to contain the capsule of repose.
Okay. So as you're like sketching in your notepad, your brain noggin does the math and realizes that Cinder probably needs to get up here in a little bit.
Hey, bud, Cinder.
What? Yeah, what's up?
This time it's morning. You probably need to get up.
Oh. Are we sure?
Well, yeah. I mean, did you want to be there on time?
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Just gotta. Cool. And I shoot up really fast. And then I kind of stand there and brush myself off, and then I get lightheaded. And I go, whoa, too fast. And I like brace myself against the wall.
Are you all right?
Yeah, you do. You know that thing that you do sometimes? I don't know, you're shorter, but like where you get up too fast and all the blood just like rushes and then you go, whoa. That happened.
Yeah, I'm like 40 years beyond that point. When I get up, it is usually a 10-second process of.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm up now. Wait, where's Elamdare?
He's not here quite yet, but you have a little time to maybe freshen up.
Just Druidcraft to freshen up to freshen everything up. I haven't re-upped it in a bit, so I figured I'd just, give it some vibrance.
That's fancy. Did you learn that from some elves?
No, I just kind of knew it.
Oh. Is your mother Ukodor? Is she kind of like do elves? Do a lot of elves worship her?
That's a good question. I mean, my one of my parents is an elf, but one of my parents is a human, so, and they both worship her.
Interesting.
Or my parents.
Wait, we're supposed to keep that on the down, like I thought.
Well, it's just us in this shed, so I think it's pretty on the DL.
Yeah, but it's all about practice. If you want to perform, that's not the saying, but like practice how you want to play. Like play and practice as you want to play in the game, kind of. You know what I mean?
I'll be honest. You're coming at me with a lot of consonants, so I just your brain's still rolling. You need to take a step back.
If I'm just saying, I like to practice. Like if we're supposed to keep something quiet, I like to practice not saying it, so I don't just instinctively be like, oh yeah, remember that, and then accidentally say something you're not supposed to say.
Yeah, no, for sure that makes sense. Yeah.
Cool. So, your parents.
Yes, my parents. Yes. Those charmers.
Oh, I don't think I heard that part. I don't think I know that Shadow is his horse, do I? I don't think I was given. Okay. Well, good luck on your training today, and remember, don't be weird about it. Just give a little to get a little. Give a little to get a little. Say that we're concerned. Ness is
right.
Felt something strange. What does he think?
Right. Yes. If there's anything to be said about me, it's not weird and subtle. So I've got this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was that a cow? What is that?
It sounded like somebody was saying somebody's name, but then should we go outside and check?
Yeah, I think we should go check that out.
Something seems awfully wrong.
As you go towards the door to the shed, it's covered in vines.
Yep, that's on me.
Yep. Can you make it go away, or do we like cut a way through?
I mean,
I just checked. I was like, does this thing disappear? And I was like, oh no.
I'm gonna.
You locked us in the shed.
I'm gonna do my channel divinity to charm animals and plants.
You're using that on that?
Yes.
It's cool, guys. He can ask them to move.
So I need the plants to make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, I rolled a nat 20.
All right.
Yes.
Can you move?
Are you asking politely?
Yeah. Hey guys, we gotta kind of like get through. I don't know if you could like just kind of scooch out of the way a bit, or if I need to move you. I don't want to break you. I don't want to destroy you.
Roll a nature check.
Ah, yes, the thing I'm very good at. 14.
Okay. It takes you a bit, but you see vines and stuff start to unravel around the door area until
Okay.
it's clear.
See, you just gotta ask nicely.
It's your magic, you know. That's, I mean, personally, I don't really like ask, but just I go to open the door.
It opens up and you see Ellen there on the other side, just like, I was calling for 5 minutes.
Well, there was a situation. So, I'm gonna establish the mental link between the three of us. So, it'll just be the three of us for a bit. That's a 4, so until the next long rest. All right, I gotta go.
Good luck.
Yep, probably gonna need it. Elamdare, you've got stuff to do.
Yes, is this just gonna stay, Viney?
How bad is it?
It's
He like sticks.
all over the place. Part of it's like touching into the tavern, like it's a lot.
Man,
150 feet worth.
this is like a real consideration. Like, you know, hey, let's ask your god for a favor, but holy shit, we gotta pay attention to like the surrounding area, huh?
Yeah, you maybe. You know, it was a gesture in good faith. I gotta go.
Cool. Yeah, I'll just explain this to that really nice tavern keeper.
You're a charmer.
You're a scholar.
Good luck.
So you're just heading back to the tavern to wait for Sir Derek?
No, I said I would meet him at the temple.
Okay. So you're heading there.
Yes.
Do you know where the temple is?
No.
Are you going to ask anyone where the temple is?
Yes.
Who are you asking?
Gonna ask the tavern keeper.
Okay. Without much effort, he tells you it's further into the city, about a 15-minute walk. You can't miss it. Large building.
Okay, got it. Thank you. And onward I stroll.
Is that a vine?
What? What? No.
So it takes you roughly 15 minutes, and you arrive at this really large temple. A vizier.
No. Open the. I open the door. It's a temple. People can walk in. What am I so scared of? I open the door.
You walk in, and there's pews. There's a bunch of different candles lit up against the walls. Some people are gathered here and there, but what's your passive perception?
Only 14.
Nice. It takes you a hot minute to track Sir Derek down, but he's talking to one of the clerics there, and he notices you and like head nods you over.
Go over.
Good morning, Cinder. Did you sleep well?
Morning, Derek. Yeah, it was a weird night, but I'm rested.
Good. So I take it this is your first time doing any training of sorts with paladins?
Yes, this would be my first time.
Okay, we'll start from the top. Usually when I come here, I do a set of prayers, get myself ready. However, when I am casting spells or anything, it's usually I don't know. I kind of have a feeling or like a sense of what I need to prepare to help me for whatever my journey is. So, dependent, it could change or it could be the same.
Right.
And I'm sure you have similar things, being a cleric and all.
Yeah, absolutely. I have options available.
Options.
Yes.
Oh.
Of different, spells and stuff.
Oh yes, I would imagine.
Yes, in regards to magic, sorry.
Okay. And he like leads you through the temple, and you walk down like a set of stairs that leads like a layer below. And there's like a large open kind of squared off space that's a little bit raised from the rest of the temple keep. So have you sparred any?
No, honestly, I've been kind of itching to spar.
Ah, good. I see that you use a spear.
Yes, I do.
Would you care to spar with me?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It would be my honor.
He walks up as you're like, he's already like halfway over towards, and he walks and climbs onto the, or like walks up the stairs to get to the kind of like center of that square sparring area, you would imagine, if you had to guess.
Right. So as I'm walking up to meet him, so how long have you been a paladin for the queen?
Oh, quite a few years now. 15, give or take.
Okay.
How long have you been a cleric?
Less than a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you seem to be rather experienced.
Yeah, you could say I was born for this.
There's no shame in that. Well, we'll keep it simple, keep it light. First, I'd just like to see your combat style. Like, how do you hold your spear and shield when you're attacking someone? With your spear, of course.
I normally have my shield up like this, and I'm holding my spear kind of back and over like this. Or I'm holding it out like this. Just depends. Like, am I getting ready for somebody to come attack me? Then I'm like this. If I'm going at somebody, I'm like this.
Okay. I fight a little bit differently. Not to say that anything's wrong with the way that you handle yourself, of course, but I mostly, and you watch him like take out his spear, and there's like a long blade on the backside. I mostly just use my spear as both offense and defense.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Could you show, like, how?
Well, come at me. And he'll prepare himself. He'll hold the shield, or the bladed weapons on both sides, technically. Well, one sharp blade on the bottom, and then the spear end on the top. Kind of like in a defensive posture, but also not very defensive stance-wise.
Okay. And you just want me to try and hit you?
Yes, if you can.
I feel like I'm being set up for failure, but I'll give it a try. All right. And I kind of like put my shield up and I awkwardly kind of shuffle towards him.
Okay, I am ready.
Okay. Are you sure about this?
Yes, I'm positive.
Okay. And then I just go in for an attack.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a 14.
You watch as you come in, and you would think he would like deflect it or something like that, but he kind of just like slightly moves a little bit to the right, and your attack just goes a little bit.
And so
too
as I
straight.
see that, I quickly flip it around and try and smack him in the face with the tail end of the spear.
Okay.
$24 to hit.
Okay. So that one hits him in the side, like the back side area, right on the aft shoulder. Ah. Yes. How much damage with that?
6.
Okay. Okay, so your attacks aren't necessarily one way.
Yes. I use both ends of my spear.
Now, how you were talking last night, how do you generally protect others if they're close?
I try to get the attention of the target.
But what if there's multiple targets?
Then I make myself a target. Like, for instance, we were in a fight with some individuals, and a couple of my friends were engaged with one, and I ran up to him, stabbed him, smacked him, and then got his attention, and then I broke off and went after the second guy, stabbed him, smacked him, and then I got the attention of them, and the third guy walked up to me and just ruined my day with some necrotic energy. Like, almost killed me in one hit.
I take it you're the only healer in your group?
I don't even consider myself much of a healer.
Right. Well, generally speaking, that's a good tactic. However, you can't really protect people if you're bleeding on the ground.
But I'm like a temporary distraction.
Yes, but you want to be like a long-term distraction. Correct?
Whatever length can help my friends get an opening.
Well, there's a way to be a distraction and also be a formidable foe.
Like how?
Okay. Here. Try and attack me. And you'll watch him like flip the bladed side of the spear upward, and his stance will like crouch down a little bit more. Okay. Go ahead.
All right. So I take a couple steps back and I run at him, but I run to his side, and as I'm running past him, I try to stab him in the back.
Okay. And for stance purposes, he is dodged. So you can roll to attack at disadvantage.
Okay. That's a 9.
Nice. So as you try and come around the back, he flips the tip of the spear downward so that the bladed side connects with just like the lining of the shaft from the spear, so that it kind of like veers off the attack in a way.
And I try to swing like take that momentum and just kind of, as I'm missing, just adjust and tap him in the back.
Okay.
Still at disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. $11.
Nice. Similarly, he quickly taps it with his wrist, and the spear side comes down. But he pushes his weight into it so that your like side, essentially backside of the spear, goes downward towards the ground. And while y'all are still engaged, he moves out of your range, providing an attack of opportunity, essentially. Come on, don't let up.
Okay. Disadvantage still?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's an 11 again.
Nice. And just as you like stumble and try and catch your footing, you swing for another hit with the spear end, and it's just out of range as he doubles back. Better. But do you see what I meant in that case? You've wasted a lot of energy, and I've kind of redirected it, and also not taken a hit this time. But I have not attacked you once.
Okay. So what if I try to do what you just did, and you try to hit me?
You want me to come at you?
Yeah, we're sparring, right?
Yes, I just want to make sure we're both on the same page.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll also crouch down and have my spear up and just kind of try to make myself as small as possible behind my shield as I take the dodge action.
Okay. He's gonna go with his spear. Disadvantage. 21 to hit.
That hits.
And then he's gonna follow it up with another attack because he could do 2 of those. 14. That misses.
Miss.
And the first attack does just 12 points.
Just 12 points?
Yeah, you watch as he like he switches it to just holding with one hand so it's less damage.
So as he gets the first attack in and he just like stabs me in the leg, I like bat the spear out with my shield, and then he goes for another stab, and I just shift to the side and smack his attack away with the shield. Ow.
You feel good about that?
No.
Well, good. You also didn't run away, so I didn't get another swing at you.
Why would I run away?
Are you trying to get their attention, or are you
Have I
leaving
got
it
your attention, or
for
are you...
someone else? Well, it depends. If it's you and someone else here as well, I mean, I have options available to me.
Right.
However, if I waste all my options on you, then they have more options.
Correct. Okay. I just like hop backwards out of his attack range.
He's gonna try and
Still at
attack
disadvantage?
again. Yep. 10. Nice. See? I mean, you took a little bit of damage, and I'm sure with a bit of training we can work through the kinks, but you're not afraid of falling in battle, are you?
No.
Then you're probably the most dangerous combatant anyone will come across.
All I have to do is actually hit them.
True. I mean, hits are a thing, yes, but it's knowing when to put in your hits and when just to waste their energy, really.
Right.
So,
Okay.
why didn't you take an oath? Or was this cleric thing just something you happened into, or?
My parents are druids. So I wasn't built like a druid. So I guess the next best thing was to be a cleric. But now that I'm a cleric, I'm like, I want to be more of a it's I don't really know. Like, I know what I want, and I'm trying to get there. If that makes sense.
Yes. But who's stopping you from getting there?
That would be myself.
He kind of looks at you. There's determination in you. And I think, I believe, as a paladin, you could do a lot of good with it. If that's something that you actually want.
I think it is. It seems like the logical next step for me. Or at least it seems like the next step. I don't know if it's completely logical, but some people would be like, be an expert in your craft before you go venture out into others. And I just don't feel like I'm being as effective as I can be as just a cleric.
There's nothing that stops you from just being a cleric or being something more. I mean, as a paladin, you have to take an oath. And you have to believe in it with, like, every fiber of your being, but if that's something you can do, then becoming a paladin is just becoming a paladin.
Right. So I guess it would be more finding an oath that fits me best. Because I worship Ilel. So I don't know. Yes. So I would want something that represents her best.
Well, there's many different oaths. I'm sure I can give you a bit of research. Is that something that you would like? At least to see the different types?
Yeah, for sure. I'd appreciate that.
The laminated pamphlet.
Right. Perfect for my tears to roll off of.
But I would like you to read it with an open mind. A lot of it can be a bit heavy. Some of it can be not what you quite imagine at first. But overall, the experience is rather uplifting.
Okay. Right, right. So, as a cleric, I'm more focused on the nature aspect. So, as a paladin, would I want to focus on that even more, or should I branch out into a different focus?
Well, again, your oath needs to be something that you believe in thoroughly. So if that's nature, then that probably is the direction you should stick with.
Because I it's not just nature, it's the preservation of all things that are good. That's my main goal. I want to protect the beauty of nature, but also the beauty of life.
Have you heard of the Oath of the Ancients?
I don't think so, no.
It's a bit of an older oath. The Green Knights, as they call them.
Interesting.
I could get you some information about them. To be fair, I haven't seen an Oath of the Ancients paladin in quite a many years.
What's your oath again? I can't remember if I asked.
He pauses. Well, devotion.
Right. I wasn't sure if there was a specific one to be like in service to royalty or...
Not particularly. I think your actions speak more than your oaths. But your oaths do heavily define you.
Right. And you know, speaking of royalty, I was talking to Nisea.
Ah, yes, the princess.
Yes. And she was expressing some concerns about her mother, wanting to make sure she's okay, if she's been acting strange at all. Just wanting a check-in, and I figured since I was seeing you today, I could go ahead and ask.
Sure. I have recently seen the Queen. Just the other day. She seemed fine. I mean, her normal self. Did Nisea say anything that sparked the concern, or would it be something that the Queen would show?
I think it was a bad dream.
Oh, well. I believe the Queen should be back today. I mean, I rode on Shadow to get back a little bit early. I feel as if these past few days have just been riding.
Right. But she had, like, the Queen hasn't been making strange requests or anything like that.
Well, I did get notice to up and leave here roughly 3 mornings ago. Typically, escort missions or anything like that have a bit more notice. Usually helps us, paladins, and also the gods, to know what we're getting ourselves into, and considering I was meeting the Queen after she already left, it was an odd request, if I must say.
Okay. Because I'm just curious, because I'm more invested in Nisea than I am the Queen.
Have you met her?
The Queen? No, I haven't had the opportunity. But I mean, she's a queen. I don't know if I'm worthy enough to catch her eye, but I'll be around at the ball, but I'll be sticking close to Nisea.
I mean, if you're Nasea's friend, then I'm sure the Queen would have nothing but good things to say to you. As I sneeze.
Bless you.
Okay. And that whole time he was talking, passive insight of 17, nothing was going off?
Nope, he seems very genuine about his words to you.
Okay. All right. I think Nisea would prefer it if you would update her of anything, if anything were to occur. That way she's kept in the loop about things concerning her mother, because her mother's moving around so much and is always busy doing something. So,
I mean, if there's a concern, it's worth looking into, and if I notice anything, I'll be sure to let her know.
yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for humoring me. I know I'm just some boy, but
Boy?
yeah, people have been calling me boy lately. It's really annoying. So if you want to get anger out of me, start calling me boy and child, then I'll get angry.
I prefer just calling you Cinder. I'd rather your respect than your anger.
I think that's the first time somebody said that to me, so interesting. Well, and I wish the same for you, so should I refer to you as Sir Derek, or
You can just call me Derek. The formalities normally just come at the castle.
right. And I try to attack him.
Go for it.
25 to hit.
Let me make sure I don't have anything in my repertoire. That hits.
All right, so I just had my spear down like at my side, and I just quickly flicked it up and jutted it towards him. But I stopped before I actually hurt him. Sorry, you just had an opening. I had to give it a shot.
Very good, Cinder. I was not prepared for that.
Yeah, I like to keep people on their toes.
What are you doing now? I mean, besides keeping me on my toes.
Learning.
Have you ever went riding?
Like on a horse?
Yes, on a horse.
I don't think I have. I've always been interested.
I mean, I have Shadow out back.
Shadow and I are good friends.
Are you?
So I could... Yeah, so one of my abilities is I can speak with animals.
That makes more sense.
So I've actually spoken to Shadow a couple of times. He's a very insightful horse. You should be proud.
Yes, he keeps my head on my shoulders.
Yes. I was actually kind of wanting a horse for myself.
Paladins can summon horses, steeds, and other things.
Can they?
Yes.
Interesting. So now I must definitely become a paladin. That's a bad joke. That's a bad joke. My bad.
Shadow is outside.
So like right now?
Yes, there's a type of combat that you do while on a horse.
Okay. So is that something you want to show me now?
I mean, if you're still wanting to learn more about paladins, yes.
Willing and able.
Okay. So Sir Derek proceeds to lead you up the stairs again, and y'all walk out the back side of the temple, and you see Shadow like nibbling on some grass. Did he use up all the spell slots?
All right, I look over at Derek. So is it okay if I speak with him?
I mean, from the sound of it, you spoke with him before, so...
Well, I figured now it's important to get permission now that I know who his owner was, because I didn't know he had an owner.
I think Shadow would enjoy the chat.
Okay. All right. And I cast Speak with Animals. And I just slowly walk up to Shadow. Just kind of all tentative. Shadow. It's me. Cinder. Sin. If you remember, it's been like a day, but it's been a day or two, you know.
He like stops nibbling on the grass and like... I remember you, Sin.
Yeah. How have you been?
I have been all right. How about yourself?
Things have been a little touch and go. But I think a recent moment of clarity is helping me figure out what I need to do. I've tried being the light to those around me. There was a sunny day instead of a rainy day. And I think in that process, I became a rainy day. So there's some things I need to work on and unlearn and grow out of. But
do you want to grow out of those things?
At first I didn't. But now I've realized that those things are part of myself I don't quite enjoy. So I would much rather grow out of it. And prove that I can live my life without being that way.
Who will you prove it to?
Myself, I think, more than anyone.
This is good. Yourself is very important.
Yes. You didn't tell me that Sir Derek was your master.
Yes. He has summoned me a long time ago.
Okay. So he's a good master for you?
Oh yes, I do much like this grass.
Is it... It's like fresh grass or...
Yeah, it's pretty fresh. Are you asking Shadow or are you looking at
I'm asking Shadow.
Oh. It is.
That's good. I think Sir Derek may give me a chance to take a stroll on your back.
Or you would like to ride?
Yeah. Is that okay with you? Am I a person that you would trust enough to ride you?
Yes, Cinder, not human, elf. I trust you.
Okay. Well, if anything goes wrong or you feel weird, just let me know. And we can stop whatever we're doing.
From running?
Yes. Just in case, like, you pull a muscle.
I will let you know.
Okay, thanks. All right, Derek, I think we're good to go.
Right. So you might find it easier to wield your spear on horseback. You say you haven't ridden a horse before, though, right?
Yeah. New experience.
Shadow's pretty well taught. You just need to lead him in the direction that you want to go, and he'll kind of take care of the rest. But I want, and he kind of like points at these targets that are around, kind of posted. I want you to try and see if you can hit those while on horseback.
Try to hit those.
Yes, if you miss them, it's fine. Just come back.
Okay. I can certainly try.
Yes, that's the spirit.
Okay. And I try to get on Shadow.
You get on Shadow.
It's so high up. Nobody ever talks about how high up you are.
Yeah, you feel like a freaking giant.
I can see why. Not you, but like certainly other paladins could like formulate an ego with being on such a high horse all the time.
Just the targets, Sin.
Right. Sorry. All right, Shadow. Don't throw me off if you can help it.
Understood. And he takes off. Perception check.
18.
Nice. As you're running to your first target, you're like getting ready. You got your spear, you're holding on to the reins, and then Smudgy appears in front of you. Dawson! Dawson, there, this isn't what I was expecting!
I'm sorry, why did you go in front of me?
I was trying to find you to tell you about Flint!
What? What's wrong with Flint?
Oh, she's not feeling too well.
Like, does she need help?
No, I think her tummy hurts.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought this was... Could you flip down, kind of like...
Oh, yeah. And
rest on the horse in front of me?
And the first target... missed.
All right. I'm gonna start multitasking. But okay, so Flint doesn't feel well, like keeping an eye out for the next target.
Yeah, it's about 20 feet away. No, she said her tummy hurts.
And she sent you to come get me because her tummy hurts?
Well, she sent me to go get someone, and I didn't know who to go find, so I found you.
Okay. All right. Where's the next target?
Roll to attack.
8.
And you miss it.
Darn it. All right. Well, let me finish this up, and I'll go check on her. Okay? Are you just gonna stick with me, or like looking for the next target? Are you just like? Are you just sticking with me?
What are you doing?
I'm training.
Training to miss things? What do you mean training?
Okay. I'm training to hit things. This is my first time on a horse. Thank you very much.
Oh, do you need help? There's
No,
one right
I think
there.
I got that. What?
Swing it! With advantage.
Okay. Wow, thank God for advantage. 20, 24, 25 to hit.
Okay, you finally take out that target.
All right. That was good. Let's keep doing that. And I like bring them back around to hit the other 2 targets.
Okay.
So like so you can just pop yourself around like that?
I mean, I was invisible. I didn't want people seeing me flying around.
Okay. That makes more sense.
There's one right there. Swing!
Ah! Do I have advantage?
Yes.
Okay. Anything's better than a 1.
You also have Lux, I feel. So you have some Lux.
I'm gonna use an inspo. Okay. 16 to hit.
Yes, that hits, and you take that one out.
Okay. All right. So Flint sent you to go get somebody for help.
Yeah, which I thought about you, and here we
Right.
are.
Right. So now we need to get back to Flint.
Yes, as soon as you swing.
Ah! At advantage?
Yep.
First roll was better. 23 to hit.
Yep, you take that one out as well. And Shadow comes to a clean, slow down halt.
All right, you good, Shadow?
Yes. Why?
All right, I'll hop off, okay?
All right.
And I hop off. But I don't land right, so I roll my ankle and slam into the ground.
Oh, God. Roll a performance check.
This is the
Just to
first
not
time-
look, just to play it off, right?
Just be like,
Ooh.
I meant to do
Ooh.
that.
Dirty 20.
At disadvantage.
Oh, darn it. All right, that's more accurate. That's a 12.
Okay, so you get off, you think you're good, and then your ankle goes, "Eek," and then you tipple over, and
Ow!
Sir Derek comes over. Are you all right, Sin Dare?
Yep. Yes. Sorry. I have to go. One of my friends needs my help, so I have to go help her. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I will get that information about the paladins to the tavern. Is that fine?
Yes, that works.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I go to pat him on the shoulder, and I'm like, no, don't touch him. And then, all right. I will see you maybe tomorrow?
Oh, you want to train more?
Yeah.
Sure. Yes, same time.
Okay. Same time. You got it. All right. Thank you for everything you taught me today. I appreciate it. Also, does he see Smudgy?
Roll a insight check.
24.
Nice. Smudgy's tucked behind you a little bit, but he's trying to play like if I don't move, he doesn't see me.
Right. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll-
Tomorrow.
I'll see you. Yes, tomorrow. Could you get back there? Tomorrow.
Are you all right?
Yeah, just an itch on my back.
Sure you didn't hurt yourself getting off Shadow?
If I did, I can. It's if I did, it'll be fine. I'll be in tip-top shape tomorrow.
Right.
Yep. All right. See ya.
Okay, bye.
I run away.
Oh my gosh. Brolin, what have you been up to?
So this has been a morning. Is that the length of time that this is a good solid up till lunchtime?
Mm-hmm.
Brolin will have been working on his shield. He started to he's tempered glass, made it stronger. So there's now actually there's a glass frame in the front of the shield. And there seems to be some kind of inner chamber he's constructing. And he's been trying to configure the spark into that central chamber. I would say throughout that time, he would have taken a short rest and he would have tried one number on the little identify thing.
Okay. Roll another
Yeah.
D20.
11.
Okay. Where's my...
Notes.
Nope.
Perf, put some more brain juice on it, but he's not giving into tiredness or anything. He's putting a lot of focus into this work.
Okay. As you're doing that, roll a investigation check.
Surely. I am pretty good at that. My last inspo.
You can't say you're pretty good until you
I know.
make the roll.
I know. No, I'm just never gonna say it again. Really.
I'm bad at everything until I'm good.
16 is as high as I could get that one.
Okay. You hear a voice behind you. You're still in the shed, right?
Mm-hmm.
By yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Did you like close the door?
Yeah. Yeah.
So without hearing the door open, you hear a voice behind you.
Turn.
I'm gonna need you to do me a favor.
Wait.
And looking at you is a young woman. Her hair is blonde. She has it pulled back. She looks familiar, but you can't place it.
I kind of have a lot on my plate right now. Did someone refer you to me?
No. You lot have been kind of like a thorn in our sides as of late. And I'm going to need your help to not be.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, lay it out there. What can we do to not be a thorn in your side?
You all got an item from a certain someone that does certain some things.
I see. And he says, well, let me go get it for you. And he's going to grab his gauntlet that has all the magnetic connectors to his armor. The shield is definitely not usable, but the rest of his armor is. And he's going to reach for his axe as he activates the room on his bracelet to pull all of his armor onto himself.
Okay. No. You don't have to go through all that. I don't want the item. But something tells me you don't even know what it does.
And you do?
Yes, I do. And if you help me, I'll let you know what it does.
That is a trade that I feel we might be able to make work.
And she looks at you. You don't recognize me, do you?
No, I don't think I do.
It's fine. These bodies never are what they seem to be. Let me refresh your memory. The manor. You all attacked me a bunch of times. I really lost track.
This is the one that we healed and. Oh. I'm trying to think of how that resolved.
She
got
came back to life.
attacked. Her essence escaped out of the body, and then that
We
girl
killed her.
was dead.
She
I
killed
mean-
herself.
Yes. Well, I mean, but we helped.
Yes.
Is it my help specifically, or are you wanting all of our helps? All
No,
of our-
no, just yours. You seem to have the brain for it.
Well, now that you've refreshed my memory, I no longer think this is a decision I can make on my own.
You're thinking too rash. I just need your help with one thing. I am willing to offer further help in whatever it is you're working on, really. And to be fair, had you all not been at the manor when you were, we would have never had an actual confrontation.
Sure. Will I have the chance to do I get to hear what it is you need my help with and then decide, or is this like a commit first kind of thing?
I want to know at least how much you're in it.
If you are able to help me understand what this thing does, and as long as I'm not out to hurt innocent people or do wrong, I'm willing to at least listen, and yeah, I'll listen to what you have to say.
Very well. I need you to design something for me. And in return, I will help you. She looks over that, and she points at your notebook. What's that you're working on?
Well, that is a very ancient something. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I've been studying it for years and years. Yeah, I'm able to draw some magics out of it, but I feel like there's more.
Well, there is, but if you don't understand it, then you probably never actually get anywhere with it. So, I will help with that and whatever else it is you're in this viney storage for. But the moment you try and betray me, I'm just going to leave.
Sure. Are you acting just you don't have to tell me who, but are you acting on your own, or are you working with others?
I mean, there is another, but he's recovering currently thanks to your friends. But we have actions similar to two of your friends, except not quite the same objective.
Okay. I mean, I think it's worth seeing if we can help each other out. What do you need built?
And she slowly walks over, and in her hand, you see this darkness pool, and kind of manifest into a swarm of corruption, just levitating a bit in front of her. I need you to design an item that can contain corruption.
And once I get you this item, then you'll help me?
Well, it's going to be a process. I'll help you build whatever it is that you're building in conjunction with also designing this other item.
I am going to attempt to get a feel of her vibe with, like, I'm not very insightful, but I'm going to try to get a read on her.
Okay, you could do an insight check with advantage, because I imagine your spidey sense would be on heels right now.
Man, I don't know what it is tonight. I don't know. That's a 13.
Even at advantage?
Yep. The first was a 3.
Nice. I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
How much was it?
13.
Okay. Normally when you like badly insight check people, you can sense like foul deeds or something like that, just like menacing. With her, there's like a sense of desperation. And I only say this because I do not have much time.
How much time?
A few days, at best.
Well, man, this really my workload. I keep getting something done and then something else added on. But yeah, I will. I'll help you out. I'll let you know if you come by here. I'll give you an update. Give me the rest of the day at least. Maybe day and night.
So return tomorrow in the morning?
Tomorrow morning, yeah.
And you watch as her body turns into shadow and kind of like sinks down and creeps into one of the wall shadows, and she vanishes.
I immediately go check the compartment with the vial in it.
It's still there.
Shit. I'm going to use Angel. I'm going to say, I don't know how, guys, but we need to figure out how to keep a lower profile. I feel like we have eyes on us.
What do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean?
When you get back here, I'll fill you in.
All right, I got to go check on Flint first, but I'll be over.
Okay. And he gets out another piece of paper and starts sketching.
And as you do that, Brolin, that's where we're going to end it. Exclamation critical to win some dice. Things just got even more serious. I don't even know what stakes are anymore. All the stakes are just... Everyone's got stakes. You got stakes, I got stakes.
That's what I'd name my horse, I think. Stakes.
Stakes. Very loving name.
Oh, man.
T-Bone.
That's crazy.
Just when you thought the decisions were all going to be on Cinder's plate.
or Ness. Like, I feel like we're just like it was the Ness show for a little bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a lot.
Remember in hindsight when Brolin was like, I think we got the easier side of things, and now it's just like, oh, it's so good. Ooh. Flint, Brolin, Daddy B done did some things.
I didn't screw up this time. It wasn't me.
Oh, how quickly
We don't
the
know yet,
times have
guys. We've had-
changed.
I don't know.
Oh.
I
The
don't know.
fact
I
that you
feel like-
made that decision
like-
blows
Hey.
my mind.
I mean, y'all made the decision to not tell Nasaya and
wait.
Brolin about what happened in the future.
That's true.
without
That's true. I have no idea about
discussing
that.
it. We just out here making decisions on our own because they
Look, I
sound
don't think
really
it's fair.
good.
I don't think that's fair to say I make rash decisions when like Ness started hitting on a guy she was literally fighting swords with.
We need to have a poll of who's made the worst decision so far.
It has to be me. It has
But it's
to be
not
me.
it's not a landslide though.
It's
really not
it's
a
really
landslide.
close. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the winner is
Da-da-da-da.
Finner
Finn
person.
Art-
Pearson.
Finner Pearson. If I said it wrong, I am sorry. You have won some dice. Be sure to join our Discord, which is that guy. And hit me up, Judgy DM, also known as Stacks, and let me know that you won so that I can make sure that we can send dice out to you. And in case you all don't know, we'll be back here next Saturday. We will continue Fate of Ukodor until the end of the month. I think only 1 week.
Yeah, we're missing 1 week.
Yeah, 1 week. This out of these Saturdays, we're not going to be here. I think it's the 23rd or something.
Mhm.
But don't
That's
quote
it.
me.
That's it.
But other than that, we'll be here for the others, and then we'll be moving to Dungeon Mechanics. So if you haven't, go follow them. It's fine. We'll just continue more chaos over there as well. It's all just a big. That's what the whole thing is. It's just a big ball of chaos.
It's a
And-
big old ball of chaos.
Multi-pronged
with like an inner
chaos ball.
like a canoodled layer of corruption.
A core. A corruption core, if you will.
Corruption core. Oh my gosh. So yes, we are going to get ready to raid. So if you all have Fable 42 raid emotes, be sure to hit them up when we arrive in their chatter box. But yeah, we will see you all the next time, and thank you for watching. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.